Criminal Group Squad detectives investigating the shooting of 2 men in Marrickville in 2023, under Strike Force Orsino, have arrested 6 alleged Comanchero bikie members and associates and executed 12 search warrants. About 1:50 p.m. on Friday, July 7, 2023, emergency services were called to a barber shop by the name of Adel Salon, on Marrickville Road, after reports 2 men, aged 20 and 33, were shot by 2 masked gunmen. Both men were treated by ambulance paramedics before being taken to hospital. Men were later identified as brothers William Siale and Eric Siale. William was shot in the buttock and spine and Eric in the chest. Both men were known to authorities and the incident was believed to be a targeted attack. A short time later, emergency services responded to 2 burnt-out vehicles located in Marrickville and Dulwich Hill, which were treated as linked. Crime scenes were established at all 3 locations, which were forensically examined by specialist officers. Officers attached to Inner West Police Area Command commenced initial inquiries before State Crime Command's Criminal Group Squad took carriage of the investigation under Strike Force Orsino. Strike Force detectives uncovered a criminal syndicate tied to this brazen shooting, exposing its involvement in a web of illegal activities, including large-scale drug trafficking and kidnapping plots. The investigation revealed direct links to the notorious Comanchero MC.
Police! Search warrant! Open the door!
On Thursday, December 5, 2024, Strike Force detectives, with assistance from Raptor Squad, Central Metropolitan Region, and Southwest Metropolitan Region Operational Support Groups, and the NSW Crime Commission, executed 12 search warrants in Mascot, Sans Souci, Hurstville, Dulwich Hill, Rosebery, Peakhurst, Carlton, Lakenba, Sydney and Broadbeach Waters in Queensland.
Police search warrant! Police search warrant!
Police search warrant!
As part of their probe into organized crime, Strike Force detectives arrested a Sydney real estate agent tied to the Comanchero MC. Identified by the media as Yanni Karakikes, the director of LJ Hooker Dulwich Hill, he was accused of renting a property on New Canterbury Road to senior Comanchero figures, including George Lergou, known as Como George, and fellow member Alan Ian Marshall. The property allegedly served as a hub for a criminal syndicate involved in large-scale drug trafficking and other illicit activities. Hidden cameras installed by investigators captured footage of Lergou and another bikie handling powder believed to be drugs. Karakikes was arrested at his Dulwich Hill residence, taken to Surrey Hills Police Station, and charged with several offences, including supplying a commercial quantity of prohibited drugs, participating in a criminal group, and facilitating a drug premises. During the searches, police located and seized $550,000 worth of luxury watches and jewelry, 8 motor vehicles and a Harley motorcycle with a combined value of $500,000. Over $25,000 in cash, $12,000 worth of prohibited drugs, multiple electronics and Comanchero paraphernalia. Comanchero's Ian Marshall, 39, was charged with possessing a prohibited drug, possessing or attempting to possess a prescribed restricted substance and 2 counts of participating in a criminal group. He was not charged in connection to the shootings. He did not apply for bail in Sutherland Local Court and was remanded in custody to face Downing Centre Local Court on February 4. Alleged Comanchero Tiago Manuel Costa, 45, was charged with conspiracy to take or detain a person with intent to obtain advantage and 2 counts of supplying a large commercial quantity of a prohibited drug. He was also not charged in connection to the shootings. He was refused bail and is set to face Downing Centre Local Court on February 4. In Lakenba, a 28-year-old man was arrested and charged with 2 counts of dishonestly interfering and failing to comply with a digital evidence access order direction. He was granted conditional bail to appear in Bankstown Local Court on December 17. A 42-year-old man, arrested in Broadbeach Waters on the Gold Coast, was expected to be extradited to Tweed Heads on Friday and charged with participating in a criminal group. Investigations under Strike Force Orsino and Strike Force Hackenberg are ongoing. George Lergou, known as Como George, is a prominent figure with ties to the criminal underworld. He is well known to police and is closely associated with high-ranking Comanchero leaders, including the notorious Alan Mian and Tarek Zahed, cementing his influence within the club's upper ranks. Lergou was arrested at Burwood Police Station about 2 p.m. and charged with an array of offenses, including 2 counts of shooting with intent to murder, conspiracy to take or detain a person with intent to obtain advantage, and 2 counts of supplying a large commercial quantity of a prohibited drug. He was also charged with knowingly dealing with the proceeds of crime, knowingly directing activities of a criminal group, stalking or intimidating with the intent to cause fear or physical harm, and domestic violence. Police allege Lergou was part of the joint criminal enterprise involved in the planning and carrying out of the Marrickville shooting but was not the gunman. He did not apply for bail and was remanded in custody to face Downing Center local court on February 4th. According to sources, he has quietly established himself behind the scenes as a well-trusted figure within the Comanchero circles. In 2014, he was sentenced to a maximum of 9 years after being convicted of attempting to import a commercial quantity of a border-controlled drug. He had been involved in dealings with 2 undercover operatives who posed as importers of 25 kilograms of cocaine. He was released from jail just 4 years later after serving his non-parole period in 2018. But his freedom didn't last for long. Soon he was charged months later for possession of a prohibited drug. He spent 2 months behind bars and then had his parole revoked once more after he was caught driving with cocaine and methamphetamine in his system. He was also arrested in October 2024 over domestic violence allegations. In October this year, George was also involved in a violent brawl at Silverwater Prison, where according to reports, inmates have established an underground fight club. He became a target of a stabbing plot, which was thwarted by prison mediators. It is also being reported that George was knocked down a couple of times before being slammed hard. Although the incident has been widely discussed in bikie circles, Corrective Services has no official record of the fight. With high-profile raids and significant confiscations, police have dealt a blow to this criminal syndicate. However, as investigations continue, it will be interesting to see how law enforcement disrupts these networks and whether further arrests and charges will follow. If you're looking for more thrilling and edgy bikie updates, don't hesitate, whack that subscribe button, spread and share the video, hit that like button, and drop your thoughts in the comments. And for the true grid Spartans out there, consider sending a super thanks or buy us a coffee to show some love. Your support keeps us going and the channel thriving, especially since most of our videos aren't monetized due to all the crime-related content. Stay tuned, stay curious, stay awesome, and take care. Wu-Tang.
Dusty highways, gravel fling, iron horses, freedom's ring, highway riders.